A parking lot behind a car repair shop in Minnetonka sported more than a log fire. There was a chill in the Saturday morning air, patches of snow and ice on the asphalt.
I'm ready to go, and thank you so much.
The patio furniture and the gathered were saying, "We're not waiting for summer."
Hey, everybody.
This was the grand opening of Congressman Dean Phillips' 2020 campaign office.
You want to show me around?
A few hundred people waiting for you in there. Good morning.
In 2018, Dean Phillips became the first Democrat to win Minnesota's 3rd congressional district since 1961. He took 55.6% of the vote, and that's a landslide in these here parts. More than 700,000 people live in the 3rd CD. It curls around the west side of the Twin Cities from Coon Rapids to Bloomington in the south. It includes 36 towns and cities, lots of lakes and scenery, farms, major corporations, the Mall of America, and small town savvy and suburban garage logic.
It's so cozy. Well, welcome, everybody. Are you all ready to get back to it?
During his first year throughout the district, Dean held 13 public forums, hosted 17 mobile office meetups, made 71 visits to schools and businesses and chambers of commerce, and created veteran, youth, and immigration advisory councils. That's why a very happy crowd showed for the launch of the re-election campaign.
I want to thank all of you. I want to thank my wonderful team. This is the first time I've stepped foot in here for like 6 weeks, so I didn't even know what to expect. And I think I kind of want to live here. And I probably will be. And I hope all of you will too. You know, the idea of this space is to redesign campaigns and redesign spaces and places and create welcoming places for people to gather and have conversations, no matter what your political perspectives are.
Don't live here in 2020, though.
What's that?
Don't live here in 2020.
Don't live here in 2020, okay. I promise. And I'm grateful to all of you. And each of, a campaign is not about one person. It's about, in this case, hundreds, if not thousands. And to see all of your faces, many of which made the first time possible, I'm grateful. And keep the faith. It's going to be a difficult year for all of us. But I think with handshakes and high fives and hugs and some smiles and a little bit of optimism, it's going to go a long, long ways. And as I look around this room, it can start with us, and it will, I believe. And we've got to show the rest of the country how we do it, with grace and thoughtfulness and compassion and decency, and we will persevere. So I'm optimistic and I'm hopeful, and today is exactly what I needed to start the year. So, Godspeed, everybody. Have fun. Come back. It's a 1960. Will you hand me my phone, and I'll take a picture of you, and I'll send it to your grandpa.
Miles, okay.
All right, I love it.
Cake was cut, hugs were common, and people kept coming and coming. Dean was delighted to do an encore.
For those of you who were here when I made my remarks in the beginning, you can just tune this out because I'm going to say the same thing again, which is a hearty and heartfelt welcome. And I got to tell you, I didn't know what to expect when I walked in the room today. And you provided me all the energy I'm going to need for what promises to be a very challenging but hopeful year as well. And to all of you who made the first effort possible, I share my heartfelt gratitude. Thank you. Thanks for coming out today. I love my job, and I never imagined, thank you. I never imagined at this stage of my life that I would be as hopeful and optimistic and inspired as I am right now. And I know that flies in the face of some reality, but that's why I did this. And I never imagined that in November of 2016, when I watched that election with my daughters, that I would now be in this position with all of you in a hopeful way. And that's what we need more of. And this is exactly what the country needs, is all of you with your smiles and your hugs and high fives and handshakes, reaching out to people and building bridges, not tearing them down, showing people how to disagree without being disagreeable, and most of all, just having a place to gather. You know, we need spaces and places for people to come together in a thoughtful manner and show the rest of the world, not just our country, but the rest of the world, what America really stands for. Nothing makes me more optimistic than all the young people that are part of this campaign that come visit me in Washington, talk about climate change and gun violence prevention, and are engaged and inspired and thoughtful. And I've been invited by young conservative clubs around the district and young Democratic clubs to come speak, and to see them collaborate and be thoughtful and respectful to one another shows me that we can learn lessons from young people as well. So to all of you, health and happiness in the new year, prosperity. We're going to have some ups and downs as a country and as a world, but keep your faith, and optimism is just as contagious as fear. So thank you all, and I am very humbled.
The Dean Phillips campaign can be reached via its website and on Facebook. Our good friend and camera guy, Bill Surham, covered the office opening for us. Thank you, Bill.
Democratic Visions is handcrafted by volunteers from Eden Prairie, Edina, Minnetonka, Hopkins, and Bloomington. Watch us on select community access channels and on YouTube. This is Carol Sundstrom.